Good morning, fourth grade. Today we are going to be starting a new project, and this is going to be our project for winter, and it will be due right before Christmas break. So this is a longer project. It is a 3-week project, so it is going to be for the weeks of 15, 16, and 17. So what you're going to need for today is you're going to need a blank piece of white paper. Mine is more like a square, but if you don't have a square piece of paper, it's okay. You can just still use a regular sized piece. You're still going to follow the same steps. Okay, so you're also going to need a pencil and an eraser, a black marker. You can use a washable black marker like this one, or you can use just a regular Sharpie. And then we're going to use crayons or colored pencils to color in our snowmen and the background. So let's go through this step by step together. This is probably going to be a longer video, so just stay with me, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is fold my paper in half, corner to corner. And then I'm going to press it down. And then unfold it. And then I'm going to fold it one more time, corner to corner. And press it down. So when I open it, I have 4 equal squares. Now, the next thing you're going to need is a pencil. And we are going to start by adding the body to our snowmen. Now, you want your snowmen to be pretty big. They should be about the size of your hand, and it should fill up most of your paper, okay? Most of that square, I should say. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm just going to add a curved line in all 4 squares. Okay? Once you have that done, then you need to add the head to your snowman. So I'm going to add another curved line. It's almost like you're adding a circle, but not quite. Keep going. There we go. Okay, so now that you have this first part done, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the arms to our snowman. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways on how you can do that. So the first way is you just draw 2 lines that come out that do not touch each other. And then it kind of comes up so it looks like the letter Y. And then I'm going to add the other fingers, okay? So I'm going to finish the snowman, adding in his hands. Okay, so that's the first way. The second way is you start the same way, 2 lines, and then I'm going to add a line across, and then I'm going to add a mitten. So this is the second way that you can draw the arms. Maybe you want to do it both ways. That is up to you. Okay. So once you have the arms done on all of your snowmen, then you need to do the next step, which is adding the details. So you need to add scarves and hats and eyes and buttons and all of those fun items that come on a snowman. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a hat. This is going to be a stocking cap. So I'm going to add a line that goes across and a second line. Add a little pattern here. Maybe a little poof ball here on the top. And then the pattern on the top of the hat. There we go. Okay, so that's one way to do a hat. You could also do a, earmuffs. So I've got 2 little earmuffs here. And then a curved line that attaches them. There we go. So I got earmuffs. If you want to do like a top hat, then you can just draw a line across, and then it comes up. And then your top hat comes up. Now you're probably wondering, well, Mrs. Dembowski, what am I going to do with this line that goes through the hat? Well, you're going to have to erase it. And that's why we draw really, really light. so that we don't see our erasing marks. Okay, once you have that done, we want to make it look like he's actually wearing the hat. So I'm going to add 2 little lines so it looks like it goes on top. And I'm going to add some details, so maybe a stripe. And maybe a little flower, kind of like Frosty the Snowman here. And then I would erase those lines that go through the flower. And the very last hat I'm going to show you is like a Santa hat. So it's almost like you're going to add a cloud that's going to go straight across your snowman. And then erase that line. And then his hat's going to come up and then down, kind of like a triangle. And you could add another little poof down there at the end, okay? And again, you can add the line so it looks like it's actually on top of his head. Okay, now I need to add the faces, So all of them can look different. Maybe this one's gonna have 2 little eyes inside, little smile. Maybe this one's gonna be kind of like winking a little bit. Another smile, got his eyes closed maybe. This one is going to have like a dotted smile. Maybe this one is going to be a little girly. And I'm going to add some little eyelashes. There we go. Alrighty, so now all of my snowmen have faces. The next thing I need to do is add a scarf. So I'm just going to come down here and add almost what looks like a rectangle. And then I'm going to add a curved line that goes back. So it looks like the scarf actually wraps around the snowman's head. And an oval for the knot. Wiggly line down for the bottom of the scarf. And then just like a little bit of fringe down there at the bottom. Then I can go in and I can add a pattern. Now keep your pattern simple, okay? You don't need to go super crazy with your patterns. Keep it simple, like stripes, polka dots. I don't need words or pictures of your dog or your grandma. Just keep it simple, okay? And then I'm gonna add buttons going down the belly. Once you have all of this done, all of your snowmen look like they have all of their winter accessories, then what you're going to do is you're going to add some snowflakes to your background. So I'm just going to spread them out, just adding small circles. Spread them out. There we go. Once you have this done, then you can take your Sharpie and you're going to very carefully trace over your drawing. Erase any pencil marks that you may see because you don't want those to show through. And then once you have everything traced, even the snow, then you can begin coloring. So this one is finished. I have everything traced with Sharpie. Then I went in with my crayons and my colored pencils and I colored in all of my details on my winter snowman, including the arms. Now, the background, you just pick 2 colors. That's it, just 2. And you're going to do a checkerboard pattern, okay? So I chose blue and green, and they just go diagonal from each other. Don't put them next to each other because then you're not going to end up with a checkerboard. You want to see the checkerboard, okay? Leave your snow white, and that's why I said don't do too many. Because if you do too many polka dots, it's going to be really hard for you to color in your squares. Another trick, if it helps, you can trace over those folded lines so that you know where to stop when you're coloring in your background, okay? Now, like I said before, this is a 3-week project. So this is not something that you're going to finish in 20 minutes. If you were here at school and this was a normal school year and you guys saw me once a week, this would be a really long project that we would be working on. So, what I'm asking you to do is to go slow, take your time, do a nice, neat job. Okay? Once you're done and the whole thing is finished, all of it's finished, take a photo of it and then upload it into Google Classroom so that I can grade it and then pass it back to you. Okay, that is all I have for today, fourth grade. You can go ahead and start working. Again, go slow. Okay, I'm looking for fourth grade quality work. I will talk to you guys soon.